Okay, I think we're live. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. It's another fun and fabulous Friday here with Next Generation Real Estate Group. And I am so excited today to have LaQuasha Gordon. She is a realtor with our group, and she is a lifestyle expert and has a fabulous YouTube channel. Let me put this up here, and y'all got to check this out. LaQuasha's Life is on YouTube. She's got so many videos about lifestyle, cleaning, everything. And so she's on here today because we're going to be talking about preparing your home to sell for top dollar. We're going to talk about making repairs. We're going to talk about decluttering, decorating, all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm really excited about this today. And so I'm kind of going to turn it over to LaQuasha so she can introduce herself. And then I'm going to put some slides up about different things we're going to be talking about. So LaQuasha, you want to take it over?
Yes, ma'am. Happy Friday again. I'm LaQuasha. As you stated, I'm with Next Generation Real Estate Group. I'm a fairly new realtor. I've been with the company now about a month, but it's been really fun. I'm excited to be here and get my real estate career up and running. Also being a realtor, I'll be incorporating in my brand staging, repairing your home. And this is for the seller side: repairs, decluttering, depersonalizing, decor, and how to place decor. I would like to get to where I'm able to come into my client's home and help them place decor for showings and open houses. So the first thing we're going to talk about are repairs, because I do feel like home staging start with repairs. Most of the time when we hear home staging, we just automatically think decor, but I feel like it starts with repairs. And I'm going to give you guys some simple repairs and some pro tips that'll help you get started on staging and preparing your home to sell. So some small things that you can do is regrout the tap bathroom and in I a clean look will stand out versus you may have some mold to build up. You definitely don't want that in your bathroom or kitchen from water sitting when you have a potential buyer to come in your home. So that's one. Recalking, tighten hardware and cabinet drawers and doors. You don't want anything to be loose. You don't want your home to feel like a hazard. I want to make a quick point here. You have two types of buyers. So you may have a buyer who can see past these small repairs, but you also may have a buyer who can't see past those small repairs. So the
That
for
is
the
very true.
can't see those small repairs may get turned off easily. And when they go back home and think about all the houses that they looked at on their day, they're going to look at those small repairs. No, we're going to cross this house out because it just had too much going on. So you don't want that. So that's why we're here today, to help you not turn people away, but we want to bring people in so that you can sell your home. So, fix any leaking faucets, unclog, blocked, or slow drains. We definitely want to do that because we don't want the house to smell. Repair loose banisters, railings, and newer posts. We also want to do that, pointing back to we don't want the home to look like a hazard. Squeaky hinges. When buyers come in, they're opening doors, they're opening cabinets. So, we definitely don't want the home to be sounding off. So, I feel like that is a good tip. Fixing cracks, holes, and other markings on the walls. If you have like small kids and they wrote on the walls, getting a magic eraser and just going through your home and cleaning it up makes a huge difference. It will
Mhm.
brighten up and make it look really clean. Replacing torn screens on the doors and the windows, sand and refinishing damaged hardwoods. That one may be an expensive one, but minor touch ups would be good on like hardwood floors. Replace the burnt out light bulbs. Lighting is also a big part of staging. You don't want a buyer to come in and the lighting feels dim and dark. You want it to feel bright and open and looks full of life when you invite a buyer in to come into your home. Lighting is one of my top keys. Um,
Can I add to that on lighting? Make sure you replace those light bulbs with matching light bulbs. So if you've got some of those bright white or yellow, I prefer bright white on everything, but make sure they're the same size and wattage and all of that so that they look uniform. A lot of these things are stuff. I mean, I've got a leaking faucet right now. It's stuff you kind of look past as a homeowner, but this will come up on the inspection and first impressions when they walk through the door are huge. So these are a lot of these are just minor, inexpensive things that can really make a difference.
Make or break you, yes. First impression,
Mhm.
everything. Especially curb appeal. When they drive up to your house, make sure your yard is cut. If it's fall time, make sure you have leaves raked and bagged up, and put away from the home, like take it to the dumpster somewhere. I don't care what you have to do, put in the back of your trunk, whatever you need to do. When that fire pulls up, make sure the yard looks clean. If you have cars parked in the driveway, I've read online that like moving your car to like a neighbor's house down the street, you just want to make it look clean and simple as possible when a buyer walk up. Make sure your porch is swept off. If you have like a glass screen door, make sure it's squeaky clean. All these things may sound like minor and petty, but I promise you they make a difference on what the home look like, and it makes a difference if the buyer is going to remember you or not. Also paint baseboards, clean baseboards, and get the scuffs off. I have a point about baseboards. Baseboards collect dust, and looking at a baseboard, you may not see it, but once you clean it and you be like, oh, that made a huge difference. So cleaning, repainting baseboards if you need to is a very strong point in the home as well. And these simple repairs are usually low cost but have a significant impact on how potential buyers perceive your home. And that's just going back what I said about first impression. You have anything you want to add, Amy, before we move on to decluttering and depersonalizing?
Yeah, I really think that even in the seller's market, even though it's cooled a bit, but we're still in a seller's market, I still think that things like this need to be addressed because, like you said, you've got two different types of buyers. And I can think back on my own past clients, ones that, minor little stuff, they never asked for any repairs. They're like, oh, I'll take care of it because they may want to take care of things themselves so they know it's repaired properly. But then you've got the other ones who want it absolutely move-in ready. I mean, I had a listing one time that I had to go and tighten up some hinges because the buyer was just flipping out over a loose bathroom cabinet, you know. So no, we know no house is perfect. A house has been
Mm.
lived in, loved, you know, things like that. But you got to take a look at it from a buyer's perspective, not from you as the homeowner, but pretend that you're going to buy this house. And are there things that you may have been overlooking? Like I mentioned, me personally, I've got a bathroom faucet that I know I need to get fixed. But if I were going to sell it, I would absolutely have it fixed to start with because otherwise they're going to ask for it anyways, more than likely, or you might get lowball offers because of trying to do an as is condition. So just got to weigh out the pros and cons and see. And I really think that doing things like this will help you get top dollar, even in this market.
Yes, definitely do these things because it can that contract. So you know you want to get
Mhm.
the highest price possible. Okay.
All right. So
So
let's see. The next one you were going to talk about decluttering and depersonalizing and things like that, decorating. So here's the fun stuff.
yes, here's the fun stuff. Okay. So we got the not so fun stuff out of the way. So here's the fun stuff. What I mean by decluttering. So decluttering consists of first you want to create a schedule and you want to do room by room on your schedule. So I would say start with outdoors first because we already said that's the first thing that a buyer is going to see when they pull up your house. So if you have a
Mhm.
whole lot going on in the front yard, if you have a whole lot going on in the backyard, Definitely start cleaning up the outdoor space first. Then after that, I say start decluttering your entryway area. If you have an entryway area, and you have a credenza or some type of console table at your entryway, and you have stuff stored in that, go ahead and start um, decluttering that, throwing things away, shredding it, whatever you need to do. Not only is this going to impress the seller, but this is going to make it easy on you for whenever you get ready to pack your things up and move out. So this is helping you pretty much more than it'll be helping the buyer. I'm sorry, it'll be helping you as a seller more than it'll be helping the buyer, because
Mhm.
like I say, it's gonna be come in handy when it's time for you to pack up your stuff and move out. So you get a box and you already know what's in there, and you just put it in there, package it up, and you're done. Then you want it basically depends on the layout of your home. So we talked about outdoor entryway. If you have a office area or a dining area at the front of your home, start there. Then move into the living room area, the kitchen, and then the bedrooms. But creating piles of items, donations, selling, and trash. Creating tape on all of your items when you're leaving, so that when you go to your new home, you can put the box in whatever room that's labeled on the box. Consider renting a storage place if that's in your budget. Also, we mentioned selling on Facebook Marketplace. Pack away seasonal and less frequently used items first. Remove oversized furniture. In your fridge, you can start with throwing away expired food. And also, when you start taking your trips to the grocery store, I would say start buying less items. So on move out day, you don't have a whole bunch of food in your refrigerator, your deep freezer, and your cabinets to store away and move. Um, remove.
Yeah, I just want to say, even if you're taking your refrigerator with you, they're going to open the refrigerator. They're going to open your refrigerator, freezer. They're going to open your cabinets because they want to see what kind of space that they have. So yeah, yeah, you
So,
definitely want to clean your refrigerator out, even if you're taking it with you.
so less is more.
Definitely.
Remove any specialty appliances, stuff like you don't use on a daily, like maybe a blender or something. Go ahead and pack that stuff away. Clear your countertops. I would say the only thing that should be left on a countertop is probably like a canister or two. Uh,
Hmm.
deal with your paperwork and bills. You definitely don't into your home because it has personal information on it. So definitely be sure all that stuff is tucked away. Closets and cabinets no more than 70% full. This is also a good time for you to go ahead and um, sell some clothes on Poshmark if you need to. Take them to the Goodwill if you need to. Clothes that you haven't worn in a year, definitely go ahead and get rid of that. And I already touched on decluttering in the front and the backyard. So basically, with decluttering, you just want to make everything functional until you get ready to move out, and so that you don't turn buyers away with a whole lot of clutter. Also, another thing, personal pictures, like pictures of your family, you want to remove those as well, because when a buyer come in, they want to see how they can live in the space, not how you are living in the space.
Hmm. Yeah, so if you have your photo montage wall, then you probably need to take those down and replace with some sort of large neutral artwork or something like that would be my suggestion. And also diplomas or any personal information like that, awards, diplomas, photos, they really should be taken down. And also, this kind of go back to repairs. If you take them down and there's a lot of nails in the wall, then you probably want to go ahead and take them out, patch up the wall, and paint that a neutral color.
Hmm. And we're going to talk about paint with decor and placement.
Hmm.
And whenever it's time to start decluttering and organizing, don't wait till the last minute, because that takes time. Don't say, oh, I have 3 weeks to do it, because you want to do this room by room. Remember at the beginning, I said start outdoor, work your way to the entryway area, the kitchen, the living, and the bedroom. Don't wait till the last minute, because The last thing you want is to have your home on the market and then start getting phone calls. Oh, we want to come by and see. And you don't want to say, oh, well, it's not ready. They're just going to move on to the next house.
Right, right. I've actually had that happen before. For whatever reason, the sellers weren't ready to show that particular day, and they lost out on a couple of showings. So,
All right, you ready to move on to decor and placement?
hmm yep. Let's talk about some decorations and such.
All right, so my style of decor, I know everyone's style is different, but my style of decor and my style of decor is what will help your home sell, which I am a neutral girl. And neutrals, I mean by blacks, grays, whites, and creams. So
hmm
if you have this room and you've had it painted red, no offense to red, no offense to any other
hmm
color,
Yeah.
but these are the colors that are going to help sell your home faster, I should say, which are neutrals. So I would say a cream or white, and I almost feel like gray may be out of style now. But if you have gray walls, that's fine. But definitely, if you have a bold color like red or green, definitely try to get that painted over. You can go to Home Depot, Lowe's, and get a can of neutral color paint and paint over it yourself on a budget. You don't have to pay anyone because contracting out painters is very expensive.
hmm
So paint definitely, I feel like that is a priority. It's going to brighten up your home, and buyers want to see a bright home, not a dark home with lots of colors on the wall. That's not really easy on the eyes. So when a buyer come in, you want to make the home easy on the eyes as possible. If you have panels hanging from a window and it's really colorful with the patterns, I would say getting on Amazon and just finding like a cream linen drape and just hanging it. That's going to brighten up the room and make it easy on the eyes, and it's going to help the buyer maneuver through your home more easily and see the space and how they can live in it easily as well.
Yeah, everybody has their own personal style, but there is a difference between what someone enjoys and what will actually help sell a home.
Right.
So, like you're saying, getting rid of the bright patterns. I've actually seen several Auburn or Alabama rooms. They're painted all red or all orange and blue with a lot of knickknacks or different things, football themed, and that can actually be a turnoff to some people, especially if they are strongly for the other team, if you know what I mean.
Alabama and Auburn. They're going to remember, I promise you. And you don't want them to hold that against you.
I know, right? If you have a buyer that can see the vision and see past the Auburn themed or Alabama themed room, then you're probably okay. But if they're one that they want it move in ready, then they may be like, well, I'm an Auburn fan. I don't want this Alabama room, or I'm an Alabama fan. I don't want this Auburn room, even though like, hey, you can paint it. You can, all the decorations are going to be gone. You can repaint it. But it makes it a lot easier to sell, and it looks better in the photos, easier on the eyes to go ahead and have those neutral colors, especially in small rooms. Those dark colors can make a room feel smaller. And that goes along with what you were saying about removing oversized furniture too. If the
Hmm.
furniture is really large and there's not enough space around it, does not make it feel smaller to you.
Yep. So back to like a Alabama and Auburn room. Someone may be saying, "Oh, that's a lot. I have a Alabama or Auburn room, and it's a lot of stuff in the basement, and it's a lot of work." Yes, it is a lot of work, but if you want to sell your home, then you're gonna have to do the work and removing items, painting. You may have to remove a chair, but if you don't have anywhere to put that chair, take it to a friend's house or something. But you're gonna have to do the work if you want to sell the home and get top dollar. That's why I say don't wait till the last minute. So this is what September. If you know you want to be moving in January or February, start decluttering. Start going to Home Depot buying paint like now and
Mhm.
start painting. Um,
Yeah, you'll overwhelm yourself if you wait until a week or 2 before you're ready to list. So
mhm,
if it's on your radar, "Hey, I'm moving next spring, I'm building a house next spring or whatever, and I need to sell this one," you're gonna have to move all this stuff anyways.
right.
So it's best to go ahead and decide, like you said, what you wanna keep, what you wanna donate, and what you wanna sell, and go ahead and get that process started, and you'll be um, a whole lot more stress-free when the time comes.
Mhm.
Pets, that's another one up there. Um, like you said, remove all traces of pets, pet toys, things like that, and your kids' toys as well. You definitely want to have them cleaned up as much as possible, right?
Yeah. Definitely try to like take your pet to a friend's or a family member house during
Mhm.
show because everyone is not pet friendly. So that's another tip, and that's another thing that another issue that can turn a buyer off.
Or at the minimum, have them crated because when an agent uh, brings someone to see a house, they don't want to have to worry about because I've actually seen this in showing instructions. Don't let the cat out. Okay, well, can we crate Kitty so that I don't have to worry about trying to track down Kitty, who may just be hiding from us anyways, and I may be worried. Oh my gosh, did I let the cat out? It's actually happened to me in Dallas one time. We saw the cat once, never saw it again, and we didn't know if it got let out or if it just went hiding under a bed somewhere.
Right. And living room area. So we talked about taking pictures off the wall and stuff like that. So if you have pillows on the couch, I would say do neutral color pillows. Basically, when staging a home to sell, you want to make it look like you're walking in a hotel or a model home, I should say, or
Yes, yes.
with the bright colors, nothing too dark, no clutter, and stuff like that. But that's kind of like where I come in at. So if you are looking to sell and you need help with these things, I can help you. And you can follow me on Instagram, on Facebook.
Mhm.
I'm sure Amy will be able to leave that information somewhere in our little chat here. But yeah, so mainly just bright colors, fluffy pillows, texture, bright color throw blankets. Going back to color, I wouldn't suggest like red or anything like that. And if it's during the holidays when you're listing your home to sell, let's just say it's Christmas time. The only thing that I would say holiday wise to leave up is a Christmas tree.
Mhm.
Don't clutter the mantle with stockings and things like that. I would suggest that you take that down because even though it's a holiday and Christmas trees and all that stuff is pretty, still needs to see how they can live in the home. And I feel like having a whole lot of seasonal things out will block that. So I would say only Christmas, have a Christmas tree up. But if it's Thanksgiving, fall, Valentine's Day, we're gonna let's try to leave all that out. During springtime, if it's spring and you're listing your home, I would say decorate with maybe like green floors, but not a lot. Maybe just like a green centerpiece on the coffee table or on the dining table or on the island. Nothing too over the top. We just want to leave it bright and open. If you have a love seat and a sofa and two recliners, definitely try to like remove two of the recliners and leave the sofa and the love seat. But um I can consult with you on what to do. I can come in the home and help you. That is something that I am working on. And now this video, this live is just about like giving you tips and giving you a little bit of insight on what you can do on your
Mhm.
own. But I am excited to be like a decor consultant, design
Yeah.
consultant, and I'm excited to help anyone who wants me to help them.
Yeah, and we're so excited to have a professional on our team that can do this. And if anybody's watching and you want a copy of these two checklists, reach out to either one of us, and we'll be glad to send that along over to you. I also have, I'll share it with everybody. I have a photography checklist, which is very similar to this that one of my photographers gave me that goes over what to have out, and a lot of stuff that you already went over, for example, like just one appliance on the kitchen cabinets, and things like that. Because when you get to that point of taking the photos, the photographer is not going to move anything. And they might move a trash can, like say you got a trash can, you can't really put anything else. Might move something like that, but they're not going to, redecorate or move a lot of things around or whatever. And almost everybody starts shopping online. So all of this is getting to the point of being able to get your professional photos taken to really showcase the house. So, if you follow these tips or reach out to any of us agents at Next Generation Real Estate Group, whoever you're working with is your seller's agent, will definitely be able to give you advice on getting things ready. And if you're looking for professional services, LaQuasia here will be ready to willing and able to help with that too.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
All right. Have you got anything else you think of today?
Nope.
We covered quite a bit.
We-
We can always come back another time, and do another one if we think of something else that we ought to go over. But yes, we just wanted to talk about, like you said, getting the house staged, minor repairs, things like that, getting it ready to put on the market. And being that we're coming into fall and a lot of people will start listing their houses in spring, you've got, 4, 5, 6 months here to get ready. So take this information and we'll be glad to send it to you as well. And, hey, we'll be ready to get things going whenever you are.
Yes. Hey.
All right, LaQuasia. Well, it was so wonderful having you on here. This was great, and so thank you again, and thank you all for watching. And hope everybody has a fabulous Friday and a great weekend. And we'll talk to you again next Friday. Bye,
Thank
y'all.